Welcome back students in the fourth module of square and square roots. In this module we are going to discuss few more questions on square roots. So from exercise 6.3 let's discuss question number 10th. This is question number 10th in which we have to find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the following numbers. These are 8, 15 and 20. Okay, so we have to find out the smallest square number that is divisible by these three numbers. So first of all, as we know, the smallest number which are divisible by 8, 15 and 20, we have to find the LCM of these numbers. Okay, and that LCM is the smallest number that is divisible by these three numbers. So first find the smallest number, find the LCM. So the smallest number that is divisible by 8, 15 and 20 is equal to LCM of 8, 15 and 20. Now we will find the LCM of 8, 15 and 20. Okay. So writing here 8, 15 and 20. So these two numbers are divisible by 2. So divided by 2 first. So 2 4s are 8. This 15 is not divisible, so 15 is written as usual, and 2 10s are 20. Again 4 and 10 are divisible by 2. 2 2s are 4. This 15 is written as usual, and this 2 5s are 10. Now here 2 1s are 2. 15 is not divisible, 5 is not divisible. Now this 15 is divisible by 3, so one of the factor is 3 also. 3 1s are 3. 3 5s are 15. This is 1, 3 5s are 15, and 5 is not divisible by 3, so 5 is written as usual. Now at the last we will divide by 5, so this 1 is 1. Here 5 1s are 5, 5 1s are 5. So at the last, so LCM is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. And this will be equal to 5 2s are 10 and 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12. 10 into 12 is 120, right? So now this 120 is the smallest number which is divisible by 8, 15 and 20. Now we have to check this 120 is perfect square or not. For that we have to take the pairs. So 2 into 2, this one pair will get, and the pair of 2, 3 and 5 are left. It means if we multiply both the side by 2, 3 and 5, then we will get the perfect square. Multiply both the sides by 2 into 3 into 5. Okay, we get a perfect square. We get a perfect square, right? So now just multiply. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. Now again multiplied by 2 into 3 into 5. Okay, and here also 120 is multiplied by 2 into 3 into 5, right? So now please check, this 2 makes a pair, these 2 is also a pair, this 3 and this 3 makes a pair, and this 5 and this 5 makes another pair. Okay, so we may also write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 and into 5 into 5. So all the pairs are completed, and the result is 120 into 10 into 3. So 120 into 3 is 360, and 360 into 10 is 3600. So this is the required perfect square number which is exactly divisible by 8, 15 and 20. So at the last we'll write down the answer the required perfect square number is square number which is divisible by 8, 15 and 20 is 3600. Okay, so like this way you have to do question number 9 by yourself. So one more important concept is here about square root, and that is, if a perfect square is of n digits, then its square root will have n by 2 digits if n is even. That means if n is even number and that is a perfect square, so its square root must have half of the digit. Okay, that is n by 2. But if n is odd, then the square root of that number must have n plus 1 by 2 digits. That means, suppose we have to check with the example. In case of odd numbers, so like square root of 100, so how many digit 100 has? 1, 2, 3 digit. So in this case n is 3, which is odd. Okay, so odd number is here, odd number of digit is here. So how to find how many digits in its square root? So that will be n plus 1 by 2, means 3 plus 1, that is 3 plus 1 by 2, and 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 by 2 is 2. Okay, so it has 2 digit, the square root of 100 is 2 digit. So check 1 and 2 digit. Again, if 961 is here and that is also a perfect square, which it is having 3 digits, 1, 2, 3, so its square root having 3 plus 1 by 2 means 4 by 2, that is 2. So this is also having 2 digit, that is 31. Right, now if n is even, so in this example 1024, where n is even, 1, 2, 3, 4 digits are here. So how many digits in the square root of this number? So if 4 digits are there, so 4 by 2, that means n by 2, and 4 by 2 is 2. So check, so number of digit in the square root of this is 2. Same way in this case also 2. Right, one more example, suppose this one 10,000. So how many digits in 10,000? Check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits are here. So for 5 digit, what we have, 5 is odd number. So for odd number we have to take 5 plus 1 by 2, means 6 by 2, and 6 by 2 is 3. So there are 3 digits in the square root of 10,000, and check, square root of 10,000 is 100. So only 3 digits are here. Okay, so with the same concept we have to do question number 2 of exercise 6.4. in that we have to find the number of digits in the square root in each of the following without any calculation. Okay, so the question is 144. So how many digits having 144? So there are 3 digits. So for 3 digits, what we have to take in a square root, 3 plus 1 by 2, that means 4 by 2, and 4 by 2 is 2 digits. So in answer we will write square root of 144 having 2 digit. Square root of 144 having 2 digits. Right, this is the answer. So now next one, in this how many digits are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 is even number. So there are 6 digit and 6 digit is even number. So what we have to do, 6 by 2, n by 2. For case of even number, we'll take just half of the digits. So n by 2 is 6 by 2 is 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. So 3 is the answer. So square root of this number having 3 digits only. So in answer square root of 390625 has 3 digits. Okay, this is the answer of that. So this way you have to solve question number 2 by your own. So in the next module we have to discuss how to find square root of bigger number with division method. Okay, till then, bye and have a nice day, students.